Hi, welcome to my studio. I'm Sarah, and in this video I'm going to show you how I break down poses when I draw. First I'll go through a simpler example, and then I'll do a more complicated pose. I get my references from Pinterest, and then I save them to my laptop so I can break them down. First you're going to want to find the line of action, which is a curved S or C-shaped line that shows the flow of a pose and helps keep it dynamic. It curves along with the weight, like this. Connect the shoulders and the angle of the hips, which is not very prominent in this pose, but you can see that there is a slight angle. Mark the head and each of the joints with circles. The shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, and ankles. Draw a triangle which can be twisted to fit the form for the hips, and then I usually draw the soft square shape for the rib cage. Connect the limbs. Sometimes those lines are going to be curved, like the arm here. Not having straight lines is part of what helps keep a pose dynamic. Now, these guidelines can be copied onto paper. Breaking poses down like this can help you find the right angles and proportions. From there, you can draw the person or character. Here's a more complicated pose. The principles are the same, but I wanted to show a more dynamic position. Once again, find the line of action, which is more of an S shape here, and mark the head and joints with circles. One thing I want to point out is how her back bends. Where the rib cage, which does not bend, stops, her spine curves back, which you can see in my line of action. You can see how much more dramatic the angles and curves are for this one, which is part of what makes it such a dynamic pose. Triangles also make for an interesting composition. You can see the triangle where her arms cross, where her knee bends, and in her skirt. Also in her hair there's a bit of one. Having guidelines like these, even if you break it down in your head, can make drawing different poses so much easier. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I'm still learning, but if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and I'll try to answer them. Jesus loves you.